And Craig Hoffman has a whole bunch of wonderful information for you about Easyriders, and he's actually got a couple in the parking lot, I understand. Craig, what are you doing? You going to take off on those motorcycles, man?
You know, Tara, I'm thinking about getting on this this vintage bike right here. You have to. This is one of the ones in the old days you had to get going on the pedals, and then you kicked in the engine and the motor here. This is actually one from 1913. It's bright yellow, and I don't want to touch it too much because it's really a nice piece. And you see the big hauler here, just one of the many haulers bringing the big bikes into the Downtown International Convention Center this weekend for the big Easyriders show. And I want to go ahead and bring the experts in here because my bike, when I grew up, never did look like that, but Tucker Kroll is here. Good having you with us, Easyrider, and also Greg Hicks. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you having us here.
Well, we're glad to be here, and this is a big event this weekend. Tucker, first of all, these bikes, you know, you have haulers, you're bringing everything in. When they come to the show this weekend, what are they going to expect?
What you're going to see is first of all, you're going to see some of the vintage bikes that we have now, about 30 to 40 of them. What you're really going to see is about 300-plus beautiful, beautiful custom-made bikes. Just really some unbelievable stuff to look at. Some of the world's top bike builders, they're going to be bringing some of the specially designed bikes they did just for our tour. Like Nicky Lott, Kendall Johnson, Paul Yaffe. Just beautiful, beautiful bikes.
Now, people may not know these names, but when you have bikes, you know, if you grew up in the 50s or the 60s or the 70s, even the 80s, and you had bikes, imagine growing up in the 20s or pre-20s or 30s or 40s. This is pretty incredible stuff you have on display, and not everybody gets to see it all the time.
Yeah, these are board racers here from the early 1900s, and when they raced these bikes, and they were the NASCAR drivers of the day. These bikes would do over 100 miles an hour with no brakes, and the top riders would make anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 a year, which in that days was just absolutely huge amounts of money.
Now, what would happen if you got about 15 of these bikes out there and you tried to crank it up, bring the riders of the day in? You think they get confused?
I think they would get real confused now. You know, these are all single speed, and you know they would be amazed at what technology is now.
Well, Greg, tell me a little bit about. Step over this way. I'm gonna let that's good right there. You got to come over here because I got the mic. But tell me a little bit about this red one here. Tell me a little bit about this bike because this is just phenomenal. It's called the Indian?
This is a 1917 Indian board racer. And like I said, the board racers of the time were like the big racers back then. They were real famous. And these bikes, the problem with them, they made the money, but the problem with them is about 25 of them a year would get killed racing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And then as many or more spectators would get killed when they wrecked.
And the bikes today, of course, they don't look like this vintage one here, but the bikes today, you know, they still move pretty well. They may not have the pedals like this, but there's something to look at too, and folks will see some of them down at the Kentucky International Convention Center.
Well, absolutely. This year we're coming in, you know, 100 bike show is a big show, but this year we're expecting over 300 bikes.
300. That's unbelievable.
It's the biggest show that's ever come to Louisville. You know?
Well, I tell you, Tucker, come on in here. We got to talk a little bit about not only the bikes, but if you like, can you sing a little ZZ Top for us this morning?
I can sing a little bit.
Go ahead.
Giving all your loving, da 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 da.
Okay, that's good enough. ZZ Top, one of the key players in that's coming in. Let's talk about that. Why?
We're really excited to have Billy Gibbons. I mean, obviously Billy Gibbons, legendary. You know, probably the name in rock and roll, and he's going to be there from 1 to 4, signing autographs, taking pictures with the guests. Billy's really excited about it. We've been emailing back and forth all week. He can't wait to get down here. He said he absolutely loves Louisville, Southern Indiana. You know, he's really excited, just like we are to have him.
Well, you know, ZZ Top has been known to play here over the years, and they pack him in. There's just some of the information right there. It is Saturday. If you think it's Sunday, you're going to miss out on the fun and excitement. 250-plus custom bikes competing for over 55 awards, chance to win a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Tickets, just $10 to $18, and they're available at the door. Easyriders Bike Show Tour. Now, am I supposed to tell people here if they go to your website, they can get $3 off a ticket? Am I supposed to say that?
Yep, you definitely are. You go to the website, which is easyridersevents.com. Right on the homepage, there's a place you can sign up for $3 off coupons. You fill out that little thing. We go ahead and we send you your $3 off coupon for you and your kids. Come down to the show and enjoy it. You know, you're not going to get a better deal. Full day entertainment. You know, and for those people that do want to bring their kids down, we've got a brand new kids zone hosted by Rico from Hannah, Montana. We've got motorcycle stunt shows. We got a Roadwear Easy Rider fashion show. You know, it's just a full day of entertainment. It's nothing like it.
Greg, I gotta turn you around here. Look at this sleeve right here. Look at that sleeve. Lucas Oil Products, they sponsor Kentuckiana Motorsports here on WBKI TV. Lucas Oil Products, I guess it takes all kinds of products to get these bikes going.
It does. Our biggest sponsors are Geico, Lucas, Dennis Kirk, Super Trap. So we have a big sponsorship program with these big companies that are involved with us.
Again, folks who come out to the Downtown Kentucky International Convention Center, they're going to see something they haven't seen in some time. Some of these bikes have never been on display, I'm sure, and you got to 1913, you got to 1917. What else do you have? People may go, well, I want to see some World War II vintage bikes, or what else do you have that they're going to see?
We've got a 1942 Harley-Davidson. The U.S. government contracted Harley to make 1,000 of them, so there's only 1,000 of them total to fight in the war, and these were used before the Jeep came out. It was for, desert fighting, stuff like that in the war, used right before the Jeep came out.
Was that the one in the movie Great Escape, one of those?
Might have been Indiana Jones, too.
Indiana Jones, too, okay. But really, World War II, and then all the way up to today, because people really like the 2010s and 2011s almost here, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to blow your mind. Everything you see from, the choppers to the bobbers, I mean, just really to everything. I mean, I'm going to let Greg take it over. I mean, Greg's also one of the judges, so, I mean, he could really give you an in-depth.
People really take this seriously.
They do. The bagger industry has really come up in the last couple of years, and a lot of baggers, which, if people don't know, they're the big bikes with the bags on them and all, had been the big thing in the last couple of years. And last week in Greenville, we had a huge display of them.
I tell you, you're seeing the information on the screen again right now. It is the Easyriders Bike Show Tour. It's from 10 to 8 o'clock, and I got a feeling they may stick around a little longer as the fans continue to pour in down there. Tickets $10 to $18 available at the door. Go online, get that $3 off coupon. You're going to love it. You got to present it at the door. Billy Gibbons, ZZ Top, Rico, Hannah Montana, Kid Zone, and so much more. I tell you guys, it's going to be a fun weekend.
I mean, we can't wait. We absolutely love Louisville, Southern Indiana. We've been looking forward to this show. We've been looking forward to everyone coming and seeing out our newest product. We put a lot of time and effort to really ramp up this show. This is North America's leading bike show. Everyone's got to come out, check it out, experience it for yourself.
All right. www.easy